Monday, 4th April, The Gap News this morning, podcasting live from Kuala Lumpur, I'm Ghazali Abdullah. Good morning. First, the headlines. Malaysia gets tough with foreigners filling up RON 95, says Ministry. Cops fire at vehicle during 30-minute car chase. Clerk in Negeri Sembilan loses almost 10,000 ringgit to iPhone scam. Killings in Bucha are deliberate massacre, says Ukraine. Pakistan heads for early election amid move to remove PM Imran Khan. And young pair won Arif Haikal a step away from the first 2022 title. And now the news in full. Both foreign buyers of RON 95 petrol and local dealers have been warned of tough action if they are found violating the ban on such sales to foreign registered vehicles. Responding to a picture of a Singapore-registered vehicle being filled up with RON 95 petrol that has gone viral, the Domestic Trade and Consumer Affairs Ministry said aggressive enforcement action will be taken to nab such offenders. In a statement, Minister Alexander Nantalinggi said the Enforcement Division had been instructed to trace the Singapore vehicle. He said those flouting the 2010 ban on such sales could be fined a maximum of 1 million ringgit or jailed up to 3 years. Companies face a maximum penalty of 2 million ringgit. These offences come under the Control of Supply Act 1961, Act 122, and Control of Supply Regulations 1974. A foreigner led police on a 30-minute car chase Saturday before he was arrested. The drama began when he attempted to run down patrol policemen who flagged him down along Jalan Sungai Buloh. Petaling Jaya District Deputy Police Chief Ku Masyariman Ku Mahmud said police had to fire a shot at the tyre of the suspect's car when he tried to ram them, but the motorist still sped off. The 40-year-old man was finally arrested at Bandar Pinggiran Subang in Shah Alam at 6 p.m. when he abandoned his car and tried to escape on foot. A clerk working in Gemas was poorer by almost 10,000 ringgit after she was cheated into buying an iPhone through social media last March 20th. Jempol District Police Chief Hu Chan Hook said the 24-year-old clerk became interested in an iPhone 12 which was advertised through Instagram. She saw the advertisement while she was at home in Felda Palong 7 at about 9 p.m. The victim then contacted an individual through WhatsApp who asked her to make a payment if she was truly interested. The victim was asked to click on a link and to proceed with making an online payment for 1,300 ringgit to an account the next day. Hu said the next day the victim checked her bank account in Bahau and discovered 9,500 ringgit had been transferred to another account of a local bank owned by an unknown individual on 4 separate occasions without her knowledge. As Moscow's forces retreat from areas near Kiev, evidence of civilian killings is mounting. Reporters in the town of Bucha, outside Kiev, have found at least 20 bodies strewn in the streets. Germany condemns a terrible war crime. France's President Macron calls pictures from the scene unbearable. The UK Prime Minister says despicable attacks are evidence of war crimes. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken described scenes of bodies on the street as a punch to the gut. Russia mounts airstrikes on the strategic southern port city of Odessa. Russia says it targeted oil facilities in the region that Ukraine was using to supply its troops. Pakistan's president has dissolved parliament, a step towards early elections following an attempt to remove PM Imran Khan from office. It comes after Parliament's Deputy Speaker refused to hold a vote of no confidence the PM was expected to lose. Mr. Khan claims the U.S. is leading a conspiracy to remove him because of his criticism of U.S. policy and other foreign policy decisions he has taken. Opposition politicians ridiculed the allegation, and the U.S. has denied it. Imran Khan visited Moscow to meet President Vladimir Putin as Russia was launching the invasion of Ukraine. He has previously criticized America's war on terror. The BBC's Secunda Kramani says Prime Minister is widely regarded as having come to power with the help of Pakistan's army, but now observers say they have fallen out. And now for some sports news. Badminton. Despite fasting, young national doubles pair Wan Arif Junaidi, Haikal Nazri stormed into the final of the Orleans Masters in France last night. The world number 103 edged home duo Eloy Adam, Julian Mao 21-18, 21-16 in a 41-minute match to stay on course for their first title this year. They will meet Dutch duo Ruben Gilly, Thijs van der Lek, who beat India's P.S. Ramakrishna, Sankar Prasad Udayakumar 13-21, 21-12, 22-20 in the other semi-final. Wan Arif said they're happy to reach the final as this was their first time fasting during a tournament. To end the bulletin, here are the headlines again. Malaysia gets tough with foreigners, filling up RON 95, says Ministry. Cops fire at vehicle during 30-minute car chase. Clerk in Negeri Sembilan loses almost 10,000 ringgit to iPhone scam. Killings in Bucha are deliberate massacre, says Ukraine. Pakistan heads for early election amid move to remove PM Imran Khan. And young pair Wan Arif Haikal a step away from the first 2022 title. This has been the Gap News this morning, Monday, 4th April, with reports from Free Malaysia Today, The Vibes and the BBC World Service. The Gap News is also available on the internet news portal Melaka Hari Ini. We hope you found the bulletin informative. We certainly welcome hearing from you. If you do have the opportunity, please do write in. We would certainly love to hear from you. Podcasting live from Kuala Lumpur, I'm Ghazali Abdullah.